I am honored to invite our second global expert from Ada, Michigan, principal research scientist and the formulation, Jennifer Deng. Some of you may have already known Jennifer Deng as Nutrilite XX formulator. Now she joins us with her new developed product, omega-3 triple strength. To give you some background on Jennifer, after graduating at the top of her class, Jennifer decided to go into genetic cloning field with the buzz of Dolly. Yes, the clone ship Dolly, in 1996. As fate would have it, she wandered into nutrition industry and dedicated her life ever since to create healthy products for everyone. The new omega-3 has triple success in US. It had recently launched in Japan and Korea, and now it comes to Isan. So, long story short, here is the Jennifer, and she is going to tell us more about it. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you, Sabnam, for the lovely introduction. Hello, everyone. It's fantastic to connect with you this evening. Omega-3 fatty acids are healthy fats, good fats. Why do we need to take it? It is most known to support our hearts, such as lowering triglyceride and blood pressure. There are 3 essential omega-3 fatty acids. They are EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, and ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Oh boy, now you know why we just refer to them as EPA, DHA, and ALA. These omega-3 fatty acids are present in each and every cell in the human body. But the irony here is that our cell cannot make them. We have to consume them from the outside, so we need to eat. You are well aware that EPA, DHA are mainly in fish oil. ALA can be found in plants such as chia. Now, not everyone meets the recommended daily intake of omega-3. This makes sense because we don't eat fish every day. Even if you are lucky to live in some beautiful island with plenty of fish to eat, you are also eating plenty of convenient processed food, and you have to use cooking oil. So all of that have a lot of omega-6. Too much omega-6 can change the way cells react and have harmful effects on the heart and blood vessel. We need to at least balance it out, and one way to do it is through supplementation. EFSA, the European Food Safety Authority, recommends 250 milligram to 500 milligram of omega-3 per day, with proven claim that 250 milligram of EPA, DHA contribute to the normal function of our hearts. 250 milligram of DHA contribute to the normal function of our eyes and brain. Now to the map. Are you curious how your country does? So let's have some fun and take a look at the map together, shall we? You know, Japanese love sushi, right? Konnichiwa. They are green. They consider adequate level. True? I'm US based, and I can tell you it makes sense that people up in Alaska, they eat more fish. So because it's abundant up there. And if, let's see, if you look at Norway, the country has a strong tradition of eating fish and seafood. Very true. My Italian friends, you are known for pizza and gelato, not omega-3, so Italy is red, very low level. We need to change that. England is also red because although the English eat fish and chips, and yes, fish has omega-3, but the minute you deep fry them, the high heat reduces most of the omega-3. So what happens in the body after we eat fish or take omega-3 supplement? These good fats get digested and enter the bloodstream and transport to our organ. Then these omega-3 move deeper into the cell membrane. From there, they signal molecule, modify gene and protein expression, a lot of critical cells activities. And absorption is not always constant. It varies from person to person, day to day, the different food that we eat, different rate of digestion that we have. And it gets even harder at the cellular level to get these EPA, DHA, and ALA into the cell membrane. So allow me to demonstrate through a pre-recorded video, and then we'll talk more afterward, yeah? Let me show you. In this beaker, there's water. In this flask, there's fish oil. Oil and water do not mix. Omega-3 are good fats, but it's still oil, and it doesn't like water. Because they are polarized, they're never fully mixed together. Water pull one way, fat pull the other way. To ensure omega-3 mix with stomach acid and pass through the cell membrane, we need a technology that has both characteristics. It can mix well with water, it can mix well with fat too. And this is what AquaCell by Pharmaco does. It self-emulsifies and hold omega-3 fats on the inner circle and water molecules on the outer circle. This enables it to pass through any kind of cell membrane, lipid-based or water-based. Let me add AquaCell now. See how well they mix together? Because omega-3 fatty acids in AquaCell mix homogeneously in water and digestive fluid, it can aid optimal digestion, increase absorption, and provide more omega-3s to the cell. We also see a reduction in fishy birth back, as fish oil is no longer floating on top. Oh, back from me to me. Did you know the overall human body composition is about 60% of water? But the heart and brain compose even more water at 73%. Imagine how are we going to get omega-3, which are fats, into these two organs that have water? EPA and DHA cannot give us the heart and brain benefit if they cannot even get there in the first place. AquaCell technology is our mode of transportation because it can form the inner hydrophobic water-fearing tail and the hydrophilic water-loving heads. It can move through the cell membrane easier. For example, if a cell membrane is water-based, the inner will not be exposed and the outer waterhead will lead the way. If cell membrane is a fat-based cell membrane, the lipid tail flip out and the whole unit move through. Imagine we have about 30 trillion cells in our body, so omega-3 molecules are constantly needing to be flexible to go through the cell wall. And now we can with this absorption technology.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love this video. It's fascinating to hear directly from you about the science behind our new omega-3. So now, could you please tell us more about this wonderful product?
Yes, Sebnam. Our new omega-3 triple strength will include this AquaCell absorption technology, higher concentration of EPA and DHA that can fit into one soft gel for convenience, added plant-based omega-3 with chia seed from Nutrilite Farm, and of course, our fishes are sustainable wild caught and went through the 9-step purification. With Friend of the Sea certification, we have it because we want to protect the marine environment. We want to maintain the anchovy population for constant supply of omega-3 from fish oil. This Milan-based Friend of the Sea program is globally recognized. Some of the things they have done were repopulation of the fish sturgeon in Italy or protect the coral reef in Fiji. So once we catch these anchovy or sardine mackerel in the net, the whole fish are cooked and filtered out into oil, water, and solid. The oil is the best part. It's what we need. We call it crude fish oil. The solid and water can then be thrown back into the ocean as fish food. So there's no waste in our process. The crude fish oil goes back to Europe for processing. First thing is to remove the impurity from the crude oil with our 3 steps. Then we concentrate to extract out EPA and DHA. And at this point, I want to give you an example. Let's just say this cup of fish oil, the first concentration will give us about 30% of EPA and DHA. It's not good enough. We want even more EPA and DHA. With advanced concentration, more concentration step, a fish oil cup is now 70% potent of EPA and DHA. And then the next step is winterization. It's to make sure that the fish oil doesn't solidify in cold temperature like butter. And in Europe, in the winter is cold, so that we need that winterization of the fish oil. Bleaching, the term is called bleaching, but there's no bleach used. It's just to filter out to reach that clear golden color of fish oil and at the same time reduce heavy metal. And it then mixed thoroughly and they put them in drum and then they send to the drum of fish oil to Amway Manufacturing in Michigan. They follow my written master formula and make the soft gel for you. Pure fish oil for you is important to us. So to share with you some numbers, the Global Omega-3 Trade Association, they have put on a safety standard for PCP. PCP is the synthetic chemical in fish, and they said it must be less than 90 parts per billion. Our typical result is only 0.15. We are well below the limit. Before we get into the comparison between the current and new Omega, I want to point out that both products are good in that they deliver EPA and DHA that you need. Remember, our body cannot make Omega-3. But with the new one, though, we have a chance to improve, and we did. EPA and DHA was 300 milligram, it is now 500 milligram in one soft gel. We added chia seed as the botanical omega-3 source. We doubled the vitamin E. We brought in this absorption technology hailing from Australia. And it's more than just heart support now. It's also providing brain and eye benefits. And Nora talked about the less fishy burp back earlier. Less fishy burp back, Amway, we did our own consumer study of 200 people, and we have found that with this new technology, it helped with the less fishy burp back. And then, of course, verified by Friend of the Sea. Our mission is to provide omega-3 for your health while we're preserving the natural resources for future generations to come. Thank you.